Let's compare some grinders today. Gail from Seattle Coffee Gear, and today I am going to do a comparison between the Nuova Simonelli Grinta and the Rancilio Rocky grinders. This comes in a doser and a doserless. This only comes in the doserless. That's why I say grinders. Anyway, so 50 millimeter flat stainless burrs on both of these, so they're comparable there. Bean hopper on this one holds 17.5 ounces. Plastic, kind of a smoke color. This one holds 8 ounces of beans, kind of a bluish color with a lid. They both, the lids don't have any rubber gasket around them, so they're both about the same that way. This hopper, if you'll notice, is a little more of a deep slope. This one is more of a flat slope. That's kind of I'll get into the pros and cons on that later. Chute right here where the ground coffee comes out, same on this one. On the Rocky grinder, this is meant to hold a portafilter, which is kind of a nice feature. This one just has a tray to catch the excess grounds as they drop before they land on the countertop. On this one, this comes out. Let's say you want to grind more volume, like for drip or French press, and both of these grinders will go up to drip or French press. So they go from everything from, especially on the Grinta, from Turkish right on up to French press. The Rocky grinder, it would be espresso up to French press. This is a step grinder where when you make your changes, it's an actual click, like I'm going to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's no in between. You're there or you're there. On the Grinta, this one actually doesn't have steps, it's infinite, wherever you put it. The pros on this type of a system are, has reference numbers that are very easy to read. So if you go from drip, which might be up on number 20, and you go back to your espresso, you know exactly where you're at. On this one, it does have these references here, but if you make a couple of turns, the same 4 that's in this indentation right here is just going to go around and come back again. If you make 2 revolutions, 3 revolutions, how are you going to remember that? So that's, I would say, a plus and a minus. It's stepless, but yet you don't know where you're at if you're going back and forth. They both are about the same price range, so that's not an option. This is a plastic casing on the Grinta. It comes in black plastic, red plastic, and chrome. And you think chrome plastic, actually the chrome on this is very nice. The Rocky, stainless steel back here, powder coated metal on the front, so this is all metal, which I think that's a bit of an advantage. It's heavier physically. Your grounds catcher down here, it's a lot bigger than the one on the Grinta. Grounds catcher on this comes off. So I say, let's do some grinding. And I'll show you a pro and a con on this. This is how you make your changes up here, like I showed you a second ago. This is your master on and off. That makes power go to the machine itself. Now, if you want to grind, you push this button and you have to hold it. You let it go, it rocks back. It's spring-loaded. So when you're doing anything with this grinder, you have to hold that on. On the doser one, you put the switch on, it stays on. So it's a little bit different. On this one, this is your switch on and off. It's an actuator that you hit with your portafilter. Or if you're using some other kind of a container, you would have to hold that on as well. So let's look at the grinds. These are both, I set them both about the same and felt it. They both have a little bit of clumping. This one, very consistent, as well as this. I would say they are very comparable in what the product that you're going to get out of them. Now I want to take this up to, let's go much, going the wrong way. Let's go really coarser. Again, I don't know where I'm at now. It's just going to be an experiment. Much coarser. That would be more of a drip. Let's take this up to about number 25 or so. Very comparable. This, let's go a little bit coarser. I want to make sure I'm doing apples to apples here. That is about the same consistency as this. This isn't as consistent a grind. The Rocky, I would say, is a little more consistent. I'm not looking at it with a microscope, but that's what I'm seeing. So that's those two grinders. Why is the shoot a little bit easier? In some ways, if you're using an oily bean, we found that on the Rocky, because the angle of the bottom of the hopper here isn't as sharp an angle, the beans can tend to stick to the side of the hopper and get stuck up. This one flows a little bit better because of the steepness of that, the bottom of the bean hopper. So I would say that's a plus. I would say if you're using this to go back and forth between like French press drip and then espresso, you might want to have some reference points. Take a marker or something and then note how many rotations you made, because you are going to get lost. This one, much easier. I know exactly where I'm at. And this goes up to about 55 settings. And this one here is infinite. You can just keep turning and turning. So that's the Nuova Simonelli Grinta versus the Rancilio Rocky. Leave some comments down below. We want to hear what your views are. If you like this video, thumbs up. You watch it twice, 2 thumbs up. Thanks a lot for watching and have a good day.